Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good evening. Sean Higgs coming at you here. A little late night money. It's a look ahead lines as well because we got one more game left. Super Bowl Sunday. I'm sure be a lot to talk about. Welcome on into the show. Welcome on in. If you haven't already, be sure to hit the like button. You could be on Winning Free Picks YouTube. You could be on Sean Higgs Wins. Or excuse me, just regular Sean Higgs YouTube. Just add in a poll here. Who you got in the Super Bowl? Let's get it up. Let's get them up. Answer the poll questions. Alrighty. Alrighty. All set on the polls. Okay, Mr. Sean Higgs on the X, on the Twitter. College basketball plays sent out on the Twitter world. I'll get to them here. Hit the like button. We'll have them scrolling underneath. The plays are scrolling. I said hit the like. Pandora, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, wherever you listen to your podcast. We've got you covered there. Let's I'm gonna hold off on putting them on the chat. Let's just get right into the Super Bowl. Let's just talk about the games today. I'm sure there'll be comments, thoughts. San Fran 2.5, 47, maybe a 2 and a 48. They're just opening up. It's just coming out. We'll see where the lines go. Listen, my recap today. I got my listen. It was a bad day for me. I was high on the Ravens today. Big team total first half, loser, game loser there. Team total over, loser. So not a good personal day for me. And even on the site, bad day. Ravens, the Niners. What can I do? NFL on the year now. I think we're 119 to 100. It's about 54%. Not bad, not super. It's enough to grind out a little living. The video, we do split out in a video. 1-1 in the video here. First, we had the team. What do we have? A first half and the game. So 1-1, 53-43 in the video plus 605. NBA loser in the video, 25 and 22. Hockey's 15 and 15 plus 250. College hoops to go 2-1 there, 103 and 110. Little work to do there, but all in all, it's been a nice January. We lose sometimes. I don't care. Think about me. I'm going to lose a game. Not some scam clown says I go undefeated every week. We got plenty of people won today with the dogs. Excellent work taking the dogs today. Good for you. I couldn't do it. The Mahomes, I understand you take the Kansas City. I said today, I thought the Ravens were just in a better spot. I said, and I'll repeat myself from last week against Buffalo, where I thought Buffalo had to be in a position to win the game or make some changes. Now, Baltimore might be in that same boat. They might be in the same boat here. I don't know if it's coach, quarterback. I don't know. I at the peak of your mountain here, Baltimore, along with Buffalo. Lions playing with house money. You got bright things going in the future here. And I thought like midway through the first half there with the way Niner were playing. You've heard me talk about Shanahan before. Forget about the 28-3. He blew a 10-point lead. I mean, do people forget last time these guys played, the Niners had a lead of 10 points in the fourth quarter, and they blew it. They blew fourth quarter lead against the Rams. I mean, my first look here is it's got to be KC money line. If you're taking Kansas City, you have to take it on the money line. And, I joke, there was like, oh, Brady's a GOAT. Mahomes and Andy Reid with their recent stretch of play, you have to put them in that kind of conversation. Even though obviously Mahomes, he needs a couple more rings to get to that Brady kind of status. But as I said earlier, right here in this show, in the Midday Money Show, it is Mahomes. Everybody else, you got maybe 5 guys are good, and then it's just a bunch of trash. He's unbelievable. And Andy Reid, man, the guy just keeps getting better with age. Good for him. winning with a defensive squad, more defensive than offensive, I should say. Um, Coaching edge. This is why I like San Fran today. And maybe it would have been a never in doubt, or they get the late touchdown. I could have joked never in doubt San Francisco minus a 6.5. I like San Fran because I like their coach better than Dan Campbell. I'm going to simply go Kansas City here because the coach is better, quarterback's better, and I got a coaching staff that's going to not make the mistakes that Dan Campbell did. So my first lean here for the show is going to be KC on the money line. So there is that. We'll do some, I'll put the college basketball up here as well. I'll tell you what I like. Holy Cross tomorrow plus 4.5. New Orleans plus 9. McNeese, huge fave. Alabama A&M plus 7.5. And let's get some comments. Only 9 comments. I thought maybe we'd get some folks in here, but maybe not. Maybe not. J-Rock says the most rigged sport I've ever seen. Come on, J-Rock. Answer the poll question. The poll question is KC, San Fran, or who cares? It's rigged. That is the poll question today on Winner Free Picks at Sean Higgs YouTube's. Tough day, Jake. It happens. George in the house, who's winning the Super Bowl? I'm leaning Kansas City right now. Niners and the over Super Bowl, says Art Bustamante. Do I think the Niners are a complete team better than KC? Yes. I saw Shanahan. I'll tell you what. If they didn't come back here, the guy's going to answer. He's going to have to answer some questions if they didn't come back in this game. That was just a terrible start to the game. You're down early. You come back. You should come back. You're a touchdown favorite. But this game, I don't think it is as clear cut. I mean, I was with the Niners last week. I took them again this week. Losers everywhere for me. The last 2 rounds, I had Niners 2 weeks in a row, and I went against KC 2 weeks in a row. Bad by me. Bad by me. My first thing, you've heard me talk about it, Art. I sort of lean a little KC here based on the head coach. But in this game, who knows? I'm not. It's the last game of the year. Am I going to say, hey, I'm up X amount of units. I've got to put it all on this because it's the last game. I had a winning football season again. Solid year. I'll take it. I'm not going to rush on, not getting down early now. It's no difference if I want KC, I'm not going to be getting more than this. Should I just take the money line now at a plus 115? Do you take the Niners at a minus 130? That's the way I think you play this game, not on the 2s here. Lauren, Lions coach, blew that game. Luckily, still got the cover. Yeah, unfortunate for me. Bad day for me. It happens. F all the Purdy haters. I'm not a Purdy hater. He overcame the interception. I don't listen. I don't think people went against the Niners because like, oh, Purdy stinks. I don't think that was the real narrative there, Art. I think it's more, hey, I'm taking Detroit because that was the trendy team back in August. Everyone's like, oh, here comes Detroit and Dan Campbell. I mean, you're getting 7 and it went to 7.5. Why aren't you taking a hot team, right? Let's be honest. Everyone's running to Detroit. They're the trendy pick. It's destiny. It's Detroit versus everybody. Look at us. Niners shouldn't have won last week. Hats off to Purdy. Overcame the pick. They got some turnovers. They did what they had to do. Guy's a good quarterback in their system. What's there to say? Wins games. That's what you got to do here. Michael B's in the house. Welcome. KC to Super Bowl? Yes, they are. Lamar didn't run off that. Why aren't you running against that defense? I don't know why. I mean, I'm not going to deep dive into these games. Excuse me there. Little kink in my throat there. We could talk about the Niners even not exploiting the weaknesses of the Lions defense. Definitely the Ravens not exploiting the Kansas City weaknesses. We can go back. I mean, what's there to say in both of these games? People are complaining about flags, this and that. I mean, Flowers. I was watching the game with my son, second half. I was doing a pub show first. I'm like, you know what? I said, I got my chicken in the smoker. I'm gonna run, watch the second half with my son. We're watching the game. The Flowers, good catch. He gets up, showboats, and my son's like, it's all right, no big deal. I said, you can't do that when you're down 10. And then you fumble, acting a fool, like, well, cut your hand on the bench. The frustration was growing. And I actually thought San Fran was going to kind of go off the deep end too when they got down early. But yeah, we could talk about Baltimore not attacking Kansas City and San Fran doing the same. At least San Fran came all the way back though. They got the job done. And really, San Fran, you can go back, Art, find my shows in August here. And whenever I talk about San Fran, I said San Fran was by far the class of the NFC. Nobody's close. I wasn't high on the Eagles. Dallas would do as Dallas does and wet themselves. And after that, there's nobody. I wasn't a believer in Detroit. I never really loved Detroit. They got the championship game. Excellent. They probably should have won. You're up a couple touchdowns on the road at halftime. But you're not going to hear me say anything bad about San Fran. Michael says, thank God for college hoops. Rutgers got it done. Yes, UAB, North Texas. Yep, Magic money line. I split the Ravens game. Under second half, under loss Ravens, -3, double result, and then lost 6.5. Niners. We got the money line live. Yeah, college hoops. I was pretty good today. Everything I said on the show this morning. College basketball, Virginia Tech. I see a 4. Grab some money line versus Duke. Yeah, that's a low line. You got to take that one there. Robert said it was a good game. What do you say, Higgs? Not much, Rob. I had a losing day today. I'm not going to lie. I was on the favorites. Did not get it done. Not going to complain about it. I was more annoyed last week with my Bills loss, even though I made a ton with Lamar rush prop ladder last week. The Bills loss was I was really high on the Bills. I thought the Bills were going to the Super Bowl if they would have won that game, but whatever. 0-2 today in the NFL. It happens. I took Chiefs plus 115, not betting against Mahomes. Guys made me look like a fool twice. Yeah. I mean, I'm waiting for the offense to make mistakes and the defense to get exposed by a better team. Like, you're going to lose to a better team because they have an offense and a defense. And you thought it'd be the Bills because the Bills get them at home. We got a lot of pent-up anger and revenge for losing the playoffs to you guys. Didn't happen. Now you got the Ravens thinking, you know what? We're a complete team. We destroyed the Niners. Miami, we had good wins. We're not a bad club. We're getting better. Andrews is back. We got a little flow. We could be good. And no. And here comes the Mahomes. It'll be tough to go against Mahomes. But again, when that line at 3, I was like, ooh, they're begging you to take Kansas City. 3-3-3. And again, same line. Same line. Another road. The crazy thing is that this team, as much as they had I hate to say ho-hum, were they 11-6 during the regular season? They were, I think, 6-2 on the road. Right? Let's see. Chargers winner, New England winner. It's 2. Lost to Green Bay, 2-1, 3-1, 3-2, 4-2, 5, 6-2 on the road. So their problems were at home. 6-2 on the road. You beat Miami, at Buffalo, at Baltimore. 8-2 on the road. I mean it. And I say, like, whatever. I don't care what sport. It's like, oh, fades on the road. Road. These are true road games. Playoffs. Take care of business. I mean, who is better on the road? Nobody. San Fran was 7-2. Granted, you needed a couple extra games here to get it done, a better record. I mean, Ravens were 7-1 on the road. We had a neutral, but what I'm saying is that this KC team, yeesh. And I never said Mahomes is a bad quarterback either, though, by the way. Lions at Baltimore gagged. Advocate, Baltimore was in trouble. The Lions are definitely a choke job. Baltimore, you lose to Mahomes, who might be the best quarterback of his generation. And Andy Reid is probably the best coach of this generation. And I'm not saying going back to when Andy Reid was with the Eagles. I'm just saying since he's been in Philly these years, it is tough to argue against this team. So I'm not really going to rip Baltimore too much there. But I will definitely kick the Lions back. And I had the Niners. Yeah, tough loss. Tough loss. Mike said they better. No, it was a Mike. Let me pass you, Mike. I'll come back to you. Yes, San Fran's got to clean their stuff up. You played a crap game in the mud versus the Packers, and I'll give you the benefit out. Bad game, the cleat nonsense, all that crap. I get it. You come out like this. I'll tell you, you come out like this versus the Chiefs, you're not coming back versus the Chiefs. The Chiefs got up with 77 and said, we don't have to play. Our offense doesn't have to play the second half. You can have the ball. It doesn't make a difference. We're going to beat you and laugh at you. Scary. Scary. NBA tomorrow, Michael says, to be on the Jazz and the Nuggets tomorrow. Utah, who's going to got? Brooklyn? Brooklyn. George says, I trust KC to beat San Fran. I mean, coach-wise, Shanahan blows games. And if he didn't come back today, not that I'm looking to fire the guy in back-to-back championship games, but if they would have went down, I don't know if it's – who do you blame? I mean, you blame Purdy through an interception, but where's the defense? Lions scored a minute and 20 seconds into that game. Where's the defense? Moneyline Markel says, let's go, Michael. He's liking what you like. He's liking the Jazz in Denver. Hello. Thoughts on Coppin State? Here we go. Coppin State versus Howard. Little home dog. You want to do a little Coppin State there? I mean, what line do you got? This was a 7.5 earlier today when I wrote these guys down. Michael. I hope Nevada would jump out to a lead in the New Mexico game. I want to get a 3 or 4 with New Mexico at the pit. What is that? 19-5. Does not look like you're getting a good number on that one. Coppin State is sitting at a 7.5 home underdog. A rando 8 out there for you, Moneyline Markel. Chiefs are already even money at 3 of my books. Yeah, it makes sense. People are going to come in on Casey. I might actually come in on San Fran, believe it or not. If I was going to bet Casey, I might go the opposite way. We'll see. I mean, I'm not just running to bet it just to bet it. I mean, something for the chat here. I'll have to put a play up on the sites, but it's not going to be a monster play. I'm torn on it, to be honest with you. Locking in with the King is in the house. Player prop King, it's rigged. I love it. You like that? 1 and 2 in the NBA for our guy player prop. Booker 44 piece. Bad call. That was a good angle. I mean, he dropped 44. They can't even score 100. So the whole team played like garbage today. Why didn't they go for field goals? They had a chance for who knows? I watched a little bit of Twitter. I mean, I can't, the people who just started gambling, they're like losing their minds. Just move on to tomorrow. Listen, I say this all the time. If you're going to bet, it's a car. Yeah, the day's over. It is, what's it, 10:30? Usually I do this later, but we did it right after the game. Look in your rearview mirror. It's behind you. The windshield, the whole front. It's a new day tomorrow. We got here from Jamel. We got college basketball has to start spreading out these 140 games throughout the week. Yeah, that ain't happening. Jamel's definitely new to sports betting, has no idea that Saturday is. They do not do that. I'll tell you what, you're going to have heavy games on like a Wednesday sometimes. Even Thursday's a big day. Friday's light. Sunday's nice. I enjoy light games. And I'm old enough to be betting long that on Mondays, dude, ESPN had big Mondays. It was a triple header. You had a midnight game on Monday on ESPN back in the day. You had a midnight game. Yeah. Michael B. I'm gonna end up taking a Rockets and want to beat the Lakers. I'm all for fading the Lakers. Super Bowl, San Fran Redemption Bowl. Yes. The problem is the head coach worries me. 7-unit win on the under, never in doubt, King D. Give me KC money line. Well, that's going to be down to a pick 'em. So unless you bet it already, you're probably going to be looking at even money. Bethune Cookman tomorrow versus Alcorn State. I got no opinion on that, but I like Virginia Tech. Everybody will bet Duke. Don't fall into that, Rob. Don't fall into taking Duke on the road. What do you think about Houston, Texas? 5 seems low. Yeah, Texas didn't Texas just get smashed too by BYU? All right, a bad game for them. Nice little rivalry game. Austin and Houston going at it. Texas lost by 12 at BYU. Houston off of a demolishing of K-State. I mean, Houston's a tough squad. I mean, let's be honest. These guys are 18-2. Oh, excuse me. I've been coughing since I got on the show today. Or tonight, I should say. Excuse me. And again, losses, TCU and Iowa State. Maybe that's the reason why it's a low one. NFL 39-21. Not too shabby. I have quite a few more games than you. I'm up in about 120 win mark myself. So couple more games than you, King D. But again, you're hitting at a 60. I'm more of a 55. I remember the Midnight Madness games ESPN. Seriously. I mean, there were midnight games on ESPN. Big Mondays. Sometimes it used to be like a 9 and 12 o'clock game, and then they had like a 7-9 and like an 11:30. It's fabulous. It's fabulous. Ay. All right. We got our Super Bowl matchup. It's there. San Fran and the Chiefs. This will be totally gone soon enough. But it is what it is. Steve Bowman's in the house. Cash Niners. KC Super Bowl matchup. Excellent. Plus 290. Good work, Steven. It's all money's green. Exactly. We'll take it. Dank Boy's in the house. Showing one game on the ice today. Pred Center. Yeah, one hockey game. Oh, hockey. I don't understand it. 2 today, 1 tomorrow. You'll have 15 on Tuesday. What's up? Where you been, Steve? I'm doing double shows a day, and I still haven't seen you in a bit. I'm doing double shows. Noon and midnights. MJ has a pickup for the Super Bowl. Yeah. Well, it was 2.5. Everybody's gonna be on Kansas City. And I thought people were gonna be on Kansas City today, and the line went up to 5 at one point and was settled at 4.5. So I don't know, man. Maybe I'm losing my thought on the way people think, but again, people betting Kansas City is not a shocker to me. Under KC and Stanford under. Yeah, that was a tough way to lose late. I mean, what do you got? What am I gonna say, Steve? It was frustrating. I understand the frustration. I mean, I thought I was going to cover a 6.5 with San Fran Lane and get a miracle cover. Did not happen. 7-7. That's why I miss you. That's probably why I don't see you. You're sleeping. Thank you for your work at the hospital. The good news, Steven, is with March Madness coming, there'll be some more shows involved I'll be doing. I'll do more live shows during March Madness. And then we have baseball. And I think on the Sean Higgs channel, I might roll kind of like a live thing for day baseball during the week or something. We'll just do a total live. And not that we could live bet baseball for next. I do not do that. Don't think you're coming in here saying, oh, next guy gets a hit. But we'll do something. All right, I'm rolling out. I will be back tomorrow, midday money. Hit the like buttons on the way out. If you don't vote in the poll, vote in the poll. Follow on Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs. Midday money tomorrow at midday. I will see you on Money